Okay, things are looking a bit different. I'm not quite sure what's happening. StreamYard, what have you done? StreamYard, what have you done? Did I do something? No, no, let's not do that. Guys, things look different. Things are looking very different. Oh, I see now. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello, Brigadier Quick here. Whatever was happening on Friday was hilarious. I did not want to lie. Fine. All the excitement was building up, and like, wow, finally we are going to Fosloras and we are going to see these two worlds that two individuals were talking about where they found themselves on the 30th of May 2020. One is saying this, the other one is saying that. We're like, okay, fine. Since there are two different versions about one place, then let's go to Inspection-in-Loco. But before we get there, I mean, I am so disturbed, but I'm not surprised, but I'm so disturbed, guys. Who are you guys voting for real? Did you did you see the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi exposed it? Basically, he dropped a bombshell. And when that bombshell dropped, I was like, we've spoken about this before. This is why I love the clan. We've spoken and tried to make sense of the things that are happening in our country. And then you have to ask yourself, where does the boldness, the bravado, as well as the yeah, you can say whatever you want. I am protected. You had to ask yourself those questions. And the only answer that keeps coming to mind is it has to be people that are in high places, people that are responsible for the national security of this country. Because if they were concerned about the national security of this country, we would not be having these crimes. We would not. But you are tempted to say, no, they are in cahoots. They are colluding with them. They are in the pockets of these people. And then Commissioner Tatam Kwanas is like, yep, that's it. And we're like, we knew it, just that we don't have the proof. We knew, I love you guys. I love you guys so much because la ni hluzile shem. La, I give it to you guys. Ni hluzile. So, well, whether he does come with the receipts or not, you as well, without seeing the receipts, because I need to Shuzil, you have to ask yourself critical questions. Why is the crime rate in this country? Some of which, by the way, can be foiled by intelligence. Like the calls that you are getting right now from somebody pretending to work at Capitec, that is the sort of crime that is curbable. Like you can, because you're using technology. Technology leaves footprint. It not even leaves footprint. It shows where this call is coming from. And I know somebody's going to talk about, hey, what about what's that law about privacy? Yeah, I get that, but horizontally that should be the case, but vertically government to us, because of the crime rate in this country, that crime shouldn't even be happening. The moment somebody makes a call to you and pretends to be, then you have to ask yourself, Njani, how? Because clearly those guys are not, they're not smart to be actually making that call to you and not understanding the system, how it works. But because they understand that the system is corrupted by the people who are supposed to be in charge, guess what they do? That's why they make that call to you. Who benefits? That is supposed to be the one that is curbing that crime. Who is supposed to be that person? So, receipts or no receipts, we are using this. That's what we are doing now. We have to use this and ask questions like Njani, the crime of kidnapping, how? The crime of people getting not hijacked, kidnapped and taken to secluded areas, and then you have a whole sum of money move from one bank account to the next. No alarm bells ring, no red, uh, whatever. Somebody is colluding with these people. But yeah, that's not the point. I just wanted to ask you guys if you heard about that because I was like, the clan was right. The clan was on top of something. It's just that we couldn't put our finger on it. Okay, let's go to First Laura. But before we go, let's go to the live comments. I see no Goli Twala says, I would appreciate. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I think your comment is incomplete. What would you appreciate, no Goli? Please elaborate that for me. Thank you. Tiani, what's up? What's up? What's up? Tiani says, as I put my like, thank you, and waiting finger red number one, thank you. I highly appreciate it. Lucia says, you, Kwanazi, came with receipts, and he did. Uh, Receipts or not, but still, Lucia, I was like, yeah, this got me excited that at least now we are getting to the bottom of this because what now needs to do or to happen because it's coming from a provincial commissioner. This is somebody inside the stomach of our national security. This should actually ignite or activate the hawks and every intelligence agent to go into that parliament and sift out all those members of parliament or whoever is in charge. Put them in handcuffs and throw away the key. Sometimes you just wish that there was no what do you call this thing again? Like a trial, like somehow other countries do. If you are caught doing this, only judgment, and the judgment is throw away the key or take the type of situation. But we live in a country with the rule of law and a constitution, and one is innocent until proven guilty, which also includes a bail. And when they go out on bail, who do you think they're going to be going to make sure that they don't spend time in prison? The very same criminals. The same criminals are going to hop on the plane and run away, and you will see how crime will drop in the next 10 months if Ntatam Kwanaze was taken seriously. You will see how crime in this country would almost disappear. We will be left with Okapi, remember the Okapi crimes that we used to know and grew up under, what, who used to wear Kango hats and the Bispan Binkunzi. Those are the ones, those are the South African crimes. Spiking the road, that's not, where do you walk in and buy Ama spikes in South Africa? Right? So, Jay, if this is taken seriously, Lucia, I am telling you, we going to have a drastic drop of the crime rate. Right now, those politicians, they are tripping over each other, calling their criminal friends, leave the country right now. I'm telling you, those are the calls we're happening today. Leave the country right now because they don't want things to come back to them. But lifestyle audit will reveal, Njani, are you able to afford this on a 1.1 million rand a year salary? Right? Let's do a lifestyle audit that will link with where everything else is coming from. Look from their children, the lifestyle that their children are living, the bank accounts that their children, their girlfriends, their wives, their whatever the long distance cousin. Check that. Nhlatam Kwanaze really, really made me happy today. I was like, thank you, sir, and your bravery. May God protect you, please. Because you are needed at a national level now, not just at the provincial, at a national level. Courage says, good day to you, our content creator. Be safe and be protected from the evil of the world. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, the evil lurks around all the time. And definitely being covered in the protection of God is something that is absolutely number one. Even if they do get to do something to us, nabo, okwabo kuyeza. Imini yabo na iyeza. That's all that I always have to say. That if you want to do something to somebody because of whatever it is that you are going through, Either you are threatened, or you want that promotion, or you want that position in the list, and then your competition. You are not invincible. You are not immortal. Maybe yours is going to be worse than, and Futiska's thing is going to be worse than. Before you even get to that end, uzo sapa risha kala, and everybody that you love. That's what you call justice at the end of the day. Yes, we do serve justice as humans to humans, but the natural one or the divine one, you can never escape it. You can never. You can tell yourself whatever. Neyinkabi nazo. Ngisho neyinkabi. Mm. Awungeke uze uphile ungunaphakade. Ngeke. And okwakho kuyoba buhlungu. That's all I'm gonna say. Salvin Naidu, what's up? What's up, Salvin? Greetings to the client. Greetings, clients. I hope you are all well. Thank you so much, Salvin. Yes, I hope you are too. And warm. It's cold out there, guys. Look at me. I'm like wearing a bear's. Before somebody says, "What? That is wrong. Animal rights." Linda Dube, what's up? How are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. And then we have No Goli says, if I get notified, oh, you know what you do? Oh, I'm so sorry. All you do is you see under the subscribe button, you'll see like a arrow like click on it, or in fact the three dots, click on it, and then where it says all, click on that. Click on that all. That way, whenever I post a video, you will get notified. So subscribing alone is not enough. If you want to be notified by YouTube that I've posted or I'm going to go live, you're going to have to go to the subscribe button next to it. You click, I think it's an arrow, and you click on it, and then you just click on all. That way, you will be able to see all my notifications. Okay. Nelly Malo, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? Sanele Molweni Molo Sanele, what's up? Salvin says Gininda blocked his face as he could not face Muzi to see his face. He knows he fabricated the evidence. I guess it was a way of soothing his conscience as well. I mean, somebody said something very interesting, psychological. How do you like a psychological? There's a word for it. I'm looking for retrospection. Like you are in a place where you know you've done evil acts and you do not want to face the person you've done evil to in that spot. So, and also for Muzi as well, the traumatic stress disorder, the trauma itself, the thoughts of going through in what happened to him then, and then the person is right there looking at him. So whether he was trying to protect Muzi Sibia, well, these are allegations, right? We're still in allegations phase. So whether allegedly he was trying to protect Muzi from experiencing what your PTSD, or he was soothing his own conscience, which I think is soothing his own conscience, though, it was hilarious because there is no way that everybody will be exposing themselves. And yeah, now you from where he thinks that he's more special than the judge. The judge only had his hand to do whatever it is that he was doing. Yeah, energy, Robocop. Oh, by the way, Robocop used to scare me as a kid. Even though when I used to watch it, I used to watch it like this. Same goes with Shaka Zulu, especially the witch, not the witch. The yeah, I would used to watch it like this. Lisilo as well. Well, Lisilo used to watch it like this. So the Terminator as well. Universal Soldier, especially Universal Soldiers. Oh my god! I know I'm revealing my age. Yeah, yeah. It's only when I saw that at first I was like, you know, Robocop in South Africa. Until he spoke, and I'm like, okay, Ninja. I was done. When I said I was rolling on the floor, I was finished. I'm like, oh, ah, okay, Ninja. I'm like, bro, you're looking like Robocop. So what's happening? And I know I'm not the only one who laughed. I know I'm not the only one who laughed, but I'm sure everybody before he opened his mouth, everybody probably went like this on the screen. What's this? Is that a robot? Oh man. The moment he was done, I'm like, mm-mm, this one is giving me it just made my creative juices overflow. That is why you saw what Brigadier quick doing his thing and then you guys I even forgot about guys that he existed. Oh man, it was hilarious. But then again, now we have to talk about my observations regarding that charade. Number one, let's not call it a charade because it was requested by the defense. So I'm not going to call it, I apologize for saying it's a charade. The part that is a charade for me is the state side. The state was, I don't know, guys, maybe you should straighten it out for me. What were you hearing from him? What logic was he saying? Because I mean, I was like, sir, you are tripping over your own lies. You forgot what you said in the trial within a trial. You are forgetting what you just said. You spent the longest time on that doc, another doc, on the stand, and you told a fib, and you don't remember your own fib. And then comes Moses Sibia's turn, who was very clear. Moses Sibia was clear. There were no ginga ganga, all that stuff. Where Gininda created an entire court and a police station and made them look at each other like this. And yet one is on the other side and the other one is this side, and the secluded area is way on the other side. Yeah, now he brought it everything like here and the impossibility of it. Somebody said that no, you must remember it was 2020. Yes, I that's exactly what we keep saying on this channel. It was 2020, but the way Gininda told it on the stand was as if it is normal day full of people. Why would they do something like this in the full view of the people when our curfew around May 2020 was at, I think was stage or level 3 or 4 or something like that. This is where it was seriously serious. And of course, who be driving up and down, walking, going to Golden Spot or whatever the case was at that time. And Futi he knew Gutenege strategically so that in case there are people who are still moving about, let's meet at 7 or 6:30 or 7. It's dark already. It's dark, and on top of that, what are you doing on the street at that time? That is why I keep saying that this matter was supposed to be concluded in 2020, especially within that time year Nakuzana, year COVID. Because by the time it was all over, Tina, we would have been fed with Tenege. Well, we found the unalivers of Senzo Meiwa. They were prosecuted and they were all found guilty. Today, we will not be talking about that. We would have, oh, okay, and moved on. But they did not count that a pandemic has a money factor in it as well, where what do you call this? It inspires scientists to come with concoctions and the V word that will so that people heal and protect themselves from a following strand and things of that nature. They didn't count on that. But when they presented these guys, were like, I and many young man, because I do remember when they were presented in 2020. Yeah, I think most people bought it that these guys are indeed the right people because to this day, there are some people who clearly they still believe that these are the correct people despite what all the receipts have been put on the table, they still believe. You know why? Based on their looks, number one. Okay, two, the smart thing that they thought they did was to add these three, accused 3, 4, and 5, because they are already serving long sentences for one of the most popular crimes in today's days, which is umkabi. right? Especially in the taxi industry and situation like that. So because they want to sell the story of Ukeli Kumalo being the mastermind, all of that was developed from the fact that they brought these three. But then also to give it more nyama and meat and bones, let's add two more people. That's where the mistake was. That's where the mistake was. You are arresting them for one thing, and then out of the blue, they make a confession, Johnny. Just like if I am caught for having an unlicensed firearm and ammunition, well, my guilt will be like what, 5 years imprisonment if I'm found guilty. And if on good behavior, I might actually spend less than 5 years and the rest I spend it outside. Then I was like, no, I want to go. I want to go for life, 25 years. So I'm gonna make this confession. That's where the mistake went. Like that's when we were like, ho, 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 ho. Nina, you should have stuck to 3, 4, and 5. It maybe we were going to believe you, but because there are still 7 people that were with Senzo Meiwa on that day, I can't be. It cannot be. So they thought they were going to sell that to us, and unfortunately, they missed the mark, and badly so. Badly so. Let's continue with our live chat. The Lindy says, "Iyavuta aibo. Hey, hi. Mina umkhwanazi bafethu." The way I've got respect for that man, it's beyond belief. And I hope if and unfortunately people like him, South Africa, especially the all president, they don't want such a person as a national commissioner. The Ngeke bezwe appointed. They will not appoint Nhlatam Corners. And Nhlatam Corners already knows this as well. Mutsenege, he stands no chance because he is the good one. They want the one that they have things on them. Mutsenege, if you tell on me, I'll tell on you too. So now Untatam Konazi seemingly he's blameless as spotless, even though they tried to do the usual by smearing him with something that he did not do. Do you remember? Not so long ago, just recently. And we knew this was going to happen when he started to investigate the port of Durban. When he started investigating the port of Durban and confiscating things, I knew from there, there's definitely a South African politician involved in there that opened that corridor. Because we saw, oh my brother, all of them started standing up. They suddenly created a civil society. Imagine a whole civil society in another country, but in your own, you don't do it. That I found that very interesting. And now that society is going to take Nkatam Kwanazi to court. For what? For bringing in food parcels that are not supposed to come into our country, and then we fall sick because of the enzymes that they are going to bring into the country or diseases that are going to affect our plants, which obviously our agricultural produce, even our poultry. But no, no, no. All of these things, why are you examining that? That's white stuff thing. That's the thing that they were saying in some of their, like, yeah, South Africa, these technocrats are being pulled by the thing about white people because that's a white thing. No, Tina, we must bring in all sorts of rubbish into our country. And I know somebody they're gonna go to who is collecting from them, and they're gonna smear Nhlatam Kwanazi with false accusations. And I keep saying it, guys. Crimes that are unsolvable, and you look a particular way, you are already probably they're looking into you and how they are going to arrest you to solve the crime. Connie says, Kwana's story is very scary, Clantus. The doodles have hit the fan. Oh, yeah, the doodle has definitely hit the fan. This has opened flag because now South Africans are watching, and we want to know who those politicians are. And we've got to ask those questions. Who are they? Because at the end of the day, some of y'all have lost loved ones because of them. Because of them, you've lost loved ones through hijacking, kidnapping, white powder, theft, and all these other heinous crimes. You've got to be the one that is saying, who are they? I want to know who are they? Who are they? Right? Sanele says, I see what Mkwanazi did and I felt it, the nyanya, but he can't win alone. That's so true. He needs us. I agree with you, Sanele. He needs us because at the end of the day, we are the ones that are affected on a daily basis of what these politicians and their criminal friends are doing. You and me, we need to stand behind Kantam Kwanas, us, the people. When I look at our apartheid judge, and maybe others are worse, we still have Pala Pala. Where I am done. Where did that money come from for it to even end up a couching in Geninjad? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Because this is a question I always ask myself. The presidential jet, does anybody I know they have to do clean sweep, but what does it carry out of the country? And what does it carry in when it comes back? Does it get checked? Does it go through custom and all of this stuff that we go through when we travel internationally? Does it also go through the same thing? Because I'm just thinking one day we get a criminal president and he uses the very presidential jet that you and I pay for to smuggle things in and out. Have you ever asked yourself that question? I'm not saying there's something happening or they do that is nefarious, but with the way things are going in our country, and yeah, that money that was found under the couch in Ganeshan, how, when, and an entire legal process would have come to a conclusion about that, the route of that money. Where is it coming from and where was it going to? And why is it not registered and dictated by the Reserve Bank? All these things we want to know. But I know, Sanela, like, where I am done. South Africa. South Africa is a vova, I am telling you. Sipindile says, Gininda, beka upumas. Gininda be upumas. That uniform, whatever that is, not even Europe have seen it. And then carrying that across his body. I will. I gag. I'm afraid to know. Oh, Manana says, Hi, clan family. What's up, Manana? Gininda and his dirty tricks will be exposed soon. I swear God is in control now. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. What's done in darkness will always come in light. That's one thing some people don't understand. When you do things and you think you'll get away, you will never get. Criminals, I'm telling you, even if you commit the crime 10 years ago and you thought you got away with it, the moment the country starts getting fixed, you need to start kakazeling. I'm telling you, ukakazele fana ngoba they are coming for you. Oh, they are coming for you. Umkhwanazi, okay, this is Xoli says, Umkhwanazi uze nenye imvu eyavutha country. So I wish angavuthisa nale high court case Pretoria kamkhulu urata. Unfortunately, he can't because of what you call this thing again, that principle in democracy, the separation of powers. I don't think he can even do checks and balances on it either. But I get you. I get you. Lawrence says the cup is full for the wicked and they must drink the wrath of God. We pray for divine protection for Umkwanazi and his family. Amen. That's that. Amen. Please, please, please. And us as well, we must participate in his protection. We must make calls for him to be appointed national commissioner, because the level that he's in, it's not as powerful as the national one. The national one directly speaks to Ramaphosa. And if Ramaphosa, Ati, hey, he comes back to us and says, I guys, I tried your president. And that is why I don't think Ramaphosa will appoint him. Miriam Pfeiffer says, greetings, how are you doing, Miriam? Greetings to you too. Family Cleanses, Gogo is here. Oh, love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Christina says, Pagati inside Gulugutung. I'm telling you. Thank you for coming through, Christina. Temba says, hi, family. What's up, Temba? It's good to see you. Masabata, 20 minutes of body toning. Bonakele. Okay, snap. Hi, Clan Fam, Gubi. We are really on our own. We have each other, though. We have each other. Again, name of General Sibia pops up and Mkwanazi expose. And Mina, hey, yeah, ne, hey, Lelizwe. I am telling you, rot to the core, because I don't know if you guys have been following some of my videos where I am asking this question. Where is the intelligence? Where's the intelligence? Ah, now we know. We know where they've been and doing what. No interest in national security, but interested in how they align their pockets with taxpayers' money, and who to do whatever it is that they did to. Hmm. I asked this question, and the more I believe is going to be revealed. I We must hold on to our seats. I don't think we have heard anything just yet. Usazovota. Christina says, Ekoli mina ngibona ngathi lo mlilo obaswe umkhwanazi uzofika ePretoria High Court karad. Hey, I wish and I hope. I hope. Because we need to understand who is the puppet master that's pulling these strings. And why, come what may, these five need to be found guilty. I'm with you there, Christine. I'm with you. Baloy no Gininda, they their crime is their time is expired. Hi, Azish. Manana says also the day was Saturday and municipal offices are closing on Saturday. Nah, exactly. That's a good point. Not only was it Kovovo, but also it was the weekend. Who's going to witness anything? And besides, those people were also working from home anyway, because the level was high. It was one of those very high levels with a very strict curfew, if I remember correctly. Gugu Shange, oh, Mdima Dumagute, Potlabakota, when no one's listening, and when I know Pangandao, what's happening, my sister? Besides it being dark during COVID, we were scared of police because you would get arrested for walking. Yeah, I remember. Why would one go near the police station? It's like really, it's like actually taking a shortcut through Kruger National Park with the lions infested area. Like, okay, need to send the limb of a fetching gag. Hi, sugar. I send the limb. And then when Lidado says, and it was winter time, ilanga lishona ngabo 6 p.m. Yeah. Masithi 5:30 nje selivele selikanje seligolide almost if the skies are clear. By 6 nje now, shonile. Who's going to see what's going on in the parking lot with the lights working in the parking lot as well? It was strategic, that one. Why not Tembisa police station where he committed a crime or where he was found to have committed a crime? I Connie says, Glenn, I'm afraid our revered judge must be having Parkinson's. The shaking hand on the mouth. Yeah, it could be. It could be. It could be. I mean, it's at the age where indeed Parkinson's would kick in and stuff, but also aging as well. Because I'm starting to have this finger, this one right here. I see it doing actions. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, what on earth are you doing? So I don't know. Dange says General Kwanaze made it clear why the issue of drugs in our country never comes to an end. Yeah, I agree with him because that's the one that is the biggest issue of our country. And I'm telling you guys, if we have to look really, really closer and start asking real questions, it's not just who brings this white powder. How many that come from South America that actually live here? If they're not living here, they're found a sanctuary here, look sought after by FBI, CIA, and probably even MI6 living right here in this country. And possibly controlling the very politicians that if you go astray, you know what they do to them, right? Because if that's the case, there's somebody who's a politician that's probably under these probably Colombians or Brazilians, especially Colombians, because those don't play games. They come and change regimes, those people. So which politician that probably is in their pocket and almost in becoming the president of this country? Because when that happens, South Africa is Colombia, just like that. Snap of a finger, done. What's national security? And South Africa will tell our yeah. We must also remember we are in the most strategic position geographically that connects uh, this side of the continent, South American continent, and the Asian continent, down under your Australians. Now, what does that mean? If Australia needs the white powder, it's going to travel from wherever, whether Colombia or Brazil, to South Africa. From South Africa, they'll find another corridor that is going to lead them to Australia and New Zealand, and possibly even go up Southeast Asia. There's a strategy here. And this strategy, for it to work, it needs to have key people that are in charge of this country, possibly in charge of our national security. So, which means the investigation should be mostly in the police portfolio committee or the security cluster, which includes intelligence. That's where this investigation should go to. You can't go to educational portfolio committee. You can't go to, including justice. Yeah, give up faith. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Something, Jay, about taller. And you will see, you will see. I'm agreeing with Tlatam Kwanas. Thank you for exposing this because we've been thinking about this as the clan, thinking about this, asking questions, and coming up with the answers that we think are closest to the truth. Tlatam Kwanas happened today. Must also say good evening, Clancy. So what's up? Must also good evening to you too. Tony says, wow, wow, wow. Look at the likes. Oh, thank you. Continue liking, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Google says, iyo Clancy kuyenza kalini. Kwenzakaleni. Okay, let me explain. I know, guys. I spent 150 rand to cut my hair and my beard. And this happens every 3 days because I have very active hair follicles. I cut, you see, my head has gone ahead of my beard in terms of graying because of my hair follicles. They just run. So I got tired of spending so much money, but it's almost 1,000 rand that I would spend on my hair, guys, every month. I got tired of it. I was like, you know what? Just give it a rest, maybe for a year or something. Let me grow a beard and a hair. Yeah, I'm so sorry if I'm looking. very unprofessional. But at the same time, I get to save money. I get to save money. I hope you understand. 150 rand every 3 days. Every 3 days. Just for me to look presentable to you. Now, if you do your mathematics, you would understand my situation. I'm very, very hairy up here. Yeah. Sega, what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. Allegedly, Gininda said in that court that he doesn't wear police uniform. Yeah, because he says he's private, right? Investigator. But over there, he was in full gear, all the medals and setunya. I guess it fully loaded. Yeah, the show of shame, the decoration. Like, look at me, respect me, y'all. Especially in my YouTuber thing, try like that. And then I always felt that when I looked at his firearm, that was a low key intimidation to me. That's low key intimidation, more like psychological game that he was playing. It's not because he's just going to contribute to the security of Judge Ratha and the suspects. To me, it looked like Niabo, Niabo, enjoy that type of situation. That's how it looked like. I mean, sometimes when you threaten people, you don't have to do it with your words. You just show them what's right. It's like escaping when it comes to do something like this. You know, obviously you're already scared, or maybe oh, Pakistan's like a mover like this, or somewhere in front like that. They haven't said anything, but you can tell would say, "Yay!" type of situation. That's how I felt. It was like, oh, this is an intimidation tactic, playing psychological games with who though? And of course, that the covering itself, it played a psychological game role. Like you'll never know it's me who did it. Oh my word! But it was hilarious. I don't wanna lie. All he says, wow, wow, wow. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. I truly, truly appreciate it. Masoso says, good evening, Clancy. So what's up? Gooby, 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 yo. Google Princess says, Gininda he was wearing like a ninja. Yeah, Buya Mzansi, I'm telling you. A movie. A movie. I am telling you, Sega is laughing and saying, who knows if that light Balois mentioned was out of order. No, come on. It's definitely not working. This is South Africa, especially Ekurhuleni, the worst run, what do you call this, region, in my opinion. When you are there, it's like, do they even have a council house here? The roads are unmarked, street lights there are not working, and yet it's supposed to be the face of South Africa because that's where Or Tambo International is at. It's supposed to look like really, really great. Yeah. Ray Singh, what's up, Ray? Hello, my brother. What's up, Ray? Is it Roy? Sorry, Roy. I need to put extra layers on my glasses now. Sorry, Roy. I apologize, Roy. Hello, my brother. Gininda showing the wrong parking lot covered his face, looking like a. That one thought he was being smart. He thought he was being smarter one. Yankee says, "Who Hoba Hoya." Okay, uh, my apology. I know I butchered what you were saying there. Okay, let me not butcher more. That's even my own Zulu is dodgy. I'm a first generation coconut, by the way, but it is what it is. Must also say it suits you though. Oh, really? Some people don't like it. Some people don't like it, but I understand. But me, I'm comfortable, guys. Honestly, I am comfortable. I really am comfortable. Naha says, I haven't seen you in a while. Gulugudu with poisa. Poisa cool. Gulugudu poisa. Duggan says, I can't wait to see your look when you shaved 12,000 Rand, right? Yeah. It's a lot of money. You see, it's a lot of money. Can you imagine what I can do with that? You know. But now I'm comfortable and I'm saving. Serha says, Clancy, by the way, they never showed the hostel that Baloy mentioned that it should be evacuated. Imagine you evacuating people out of their homes for what good reason? Baloy Nai, the comedy he provided was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Dagi says, I can't wait to see your looks when you saved 12,000. You'll see. Don't worry. You'll see. Pamela says, when Mnisi reprimanded Gins that they'll do their own observations, Himash. I felt it, hey? Like, I was like, shut up and not try to intimidate him. Yo, that guy is true Marvel character. Yeah, Nisi is like, he used to play very nice. He realized that now it's not worth playing nice with these people. They are downright dirty. So let's treat them with the energy they are treating them. And Nisi just rose, and I'm like, I like that. I love that. I love that, Mr. DC, because Mr. Ngomezulu, Mr. Ngomezulu walked in that court already knowing what he la. Hey, ubona izinto a trial during a trial. I think in a main trial. I'm just going to use my words, and he did, and he impressed a lot of us. I miss him. I really do. Saka says Rata never said anything when Baloy mentioned to visit the Spaza house. But when Advocate Mnisi said it, Rata lost. He was like, no, it's not in the court records. And in my head, but like, okay, it's okay when it's coming from the favorite son, the teacher's pet. But when it's coming from the kid that sits in the back, it's a no-no. Saka says, oh, I'm enjoying the love. I'm enjoying it too. I'm enjoying it too, and I'm like, Magiti, what's happening? I keep seeing Robocop in my head, honestly speaking. I keep seeing Robocop, even though he was in silverware, but still. Gugu says, what was happening to Rata's mouth? He was covering his mouth when he was talking. I think he was just covering the hot, no, the cold air. Maybe his teeth are sensitive to cold air. I mean, let's consider the fact that he sits inside most of the time, and then when he walks out of the courtroom, he gets into his vehicle, and probably he parks his car inside of his garage and then gets into the house directly. So contacting cold air in winter is something that he comes across probably minimally, unless at home he has a garden. You know how old people in gardens, maybe that's the only time he's exposed to air. Or because I mean, he did say that he's half German, like black people, oh, the air. Oh. We'll never know. We'll never know why he was covering it. But I'm choosing to say maybe his teeth are sensitive to the cold air. With me, the cold air, my eyes are very sensitive to it. I would forever be producing tears. Like tears would just be flowing as if I'm crying when no, it's the wind or the winter. Let me just put it that winter for me and my eyes. It's not good. It's not nice in most cases. Like today, it's not windy, but it's cold. When I go out, the moment I'm hit by that cold air, my eyes start watering. So I'm thinking maybe it's because of that. I don't know. Landelwa says, where was Dr. Sibanda Gininda Uze Nenye Uze Neni? I think Dr. Sibanda was licking his wounds because he did not have a good one. Honestly, he didn't have it good with the defense. He did not have it good with Judge Ratha. He didn't have it good with people either. So he was just not having it. So can you imagine him now at the inspection in local? I hope he was sending CVs to universities to go and lecture law because I courtroom yamala. A courtroom yamala. Shem, you know there are some things in what you study. It's like being a doctor, right? And then you go practice the what you qualified for. But I'm a patient's ACO. I know. One by one. Po. I'll turn so boshi weapon. So it's best that you do what? Go either be a lecturer, a professor in medicine or something. That way you stay away from jeopardizing people's health and yet you're supposed to be helping them heal. Those things do happen, guys. They really do happen. Even a lawyer is supposed to be defending their clients, but every time they lose a case, at some point you need to sit back and make some assessment and evaluate, was this my calling? Or yes, I'm supposed to be in the law, in the law. Maybe I'm supposed to be a consultant or a lecturer or something, Jay, that is outside of having clients type of situation and going to court, you know, type of situation. So I hope that's what he was busy doing on Friday, sending CVs. Stay away from it, please. Specifically, Oliver Schreiner School of Law. Yeah, just stay away from them. Masusu says, when is Gogorata have I will rephrase. When is Rata having his gown washed? I didn't notice. I didn't notice. But I think it's okay. Let me not say anything because probably, like I said, I need another layer of lenses on my glasses for some things. Unless it's June. So sleeves should dip into some concoction. I don't know. Because I always thought that they have the ropes are washed for them by a tender. Isn't that's how shouldn't it be like that? Like you take off your gown, you don't take it home. It's like a hotel stuff. They come and clean and take what needs to be washed and wash it, iron it, and then isn't that how it is with the judges? That's what I always thought. Because if you go to other the courts, if you go to the Supreme Court of Appeal, you go to the Constitutional Court and some other high courts, these people's robes are like spick and span. If a fly had to sit on it, it would literally slip and fall, probably even break its neck. I got the name Shabantawa. Kuku says, did you see him Shololo? She was using I saw the question I was asking myself when she did she do it for comedy? Because she knew that cameras are rolling. Oh, whatever it was. But then, if she needed to write notes, I mean, get a gentleman's back and write it on, right? Gentleman. Yeah, get a somebody to do it and write on. So says, I've observed that Ashley seemed like he was wired. His right hand was on his right ear when he was talking to Rat. Oh, guys, we haven't talked about the interpreter, Man in Black. Oh, Will Smith was playing in my head every time. So, yeah, comes the Man in Black. Yeah, that guy. I give it to him. I give it to him. I'm my brother, but I'm gonna say, bro, you are good looking. I'm telling you, and I love your ambience. I was like, yes, that guy should be made a model for suits. Suits just sit like it's like he was born in them. And then those glasses, I was like, yes, bro, yes. Bro, honestly speaking, I was super impressed. Super. I gave him a fair to know. Let's give it to him. Let's give him his flowers. I also like how he interprets anyways. I never complain when he does. And now the ambience. Mm. I was like, it's Israel. Yes, my brother. Yes. So I say, Clancy, I'm also enjoying the love too. Yeah, the comedy that we were served on Friday, it was welcomed, pretty welcomed. But I must say that Moses Sibia did a really good job. He really, really did. And I like the fact that he put it on record, which is this place is secluded. Yeah, it's secluded. So that if there's time for, if this matter does go to appeal, that seclusion is included because there's no way that some people are going to argue and say, hey, he says he was covered. How would he know that he was secluded? Before being covered, you must remember he had messed himself up during the day. And so clearly there are things happening. And before they put that plastic on, he did see where he was taken to. Because I've seen some people say, hey, he's contradicting himself. And you're like, yo, Njimotaka, come get your people honestly from the social media. I know not all of them, but in majority, yeah, but they just come and expose. And the confidence that they have is what I envy. You misunderstand a whole thing and you still have the bravado to come on a global platform, mind you, and say, yeah, that's me. And you are like, no, save yourself. Say nothing. You look more smarter that way. But they want to put things. And guys, I must also warn you, and this is beginning to happen, by the way, you must pay attention. In my opinion, I think that the state is starting to put people who are content creators to redirect your thoughts in a way that when you listen to them, you're like, when in fact they are manipulating you to move with the state. When you look at the mainstream media, they managed to get rid of people like that Anton guy. Remember Anton? Do you see him anymore? Why don't you see him anymore? Exactly. So there are more YouTubers that seem to be exposing what does not make sense in this case. And that's not good for the state because you are reshaping the minds and making sense to the people that are sitting at home and watching YouTubers who are, by the way, are not controlled by a producer or an editor at a higher place because that editor has been called for a brief. You need to tone it down. As a matter of fact, this is how you need to report this matter. So now these YouTubers are starting to spring up a little bit as well. They are here to snatch your logic and sense of sense as well. That's all I'm gonna say. Wherever they are, I don't know who they are, but I'm observing as well. Sooner or later, you're gonna have those that are going to directly attack. There've been one that tried me, but me, I'm a classy person. I'm not gonna respond to you. You do you, expose yourself, because at the end of the day, when this matter is concluded, and it does not, yeah, exactly. So that's all I'm gonna say in this matter, guys. I do have other things that I need to do, and it's been an hour of hanging out with y'all, and I appreciate you for being here. And thank you for the likes. Please do not leave without liking. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so very much. Saka said on Monday it will be a new chapter of script in Mzansi about what happened in South Africa. Me, all I am saying is guard our airports, people that are leaving suddenly. Hmm, you will see them. Oh, you are going. They have been told leave, 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 leave. Hey, Kusazo shoe. But Lucy says wondering what Gininda's intentions were regarding his dress code. I, I, I cannot help but conclude that it was intimidation, in my own opinion. Not to be recognized yet he spoke. To me, intimidation, my opinion, again. My sister said, I liked it when Mnisi told Gininda to stop putting ideas in their brains, and more are going to pop, y'all. Google said, Mara, they must suppose to change Rata and bring Judge Erasmus. But Judge Erasmus is in another court, and I think there needs to be permission and all these things. I don't know how the JSC works. He is a Western Cape judge, Western Cape High Court judge. This is a North Outback High Court judge. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm still proposing that they put a two more judges there and make it a full bench. That way Judge Ratha will be, he will preside as he's supposed to. That's my opinion. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Thank you so much for hanging out. I highly appreciate y'all. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will show you guys in my next video the improvement of my channel as well, because now I have this green tick that I told you guys about. Everything has this green tick. The arrows pointing down are no longer there. The part where it was starting to turn black, it's now gray, but also sooner it's gonna turn green. And then now just working on getting those arrows facing up once again. Alhala. And I highly appreciate that, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Google says goodbye, Clancis. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you, Masoso. Kia Lebucha, Clancis. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I really have to go. Tomorrow is Monday, and there's some few things that I need to prepare for it. Ciao, guys. Much love. Don't love too much.